Most marketers are trapped in a cage and they don't even know it. You're spending your entire budget on Google and Meta thinking that's the internet, but it's not. Those are walled gardens. They own the data, they own the rules, and they're getting more expensive every single day. But what about the news sites? What about the blogs, the apps, the connected TV? That is the open internet. And today I'm going to show you the tool that the world's biggest brands are using to dominate that space, DSP. Now, before we look at the strategy, we have to define what this piece of tech actually does. So what is DSP really? It stands for Demand Side Platform. Think of it like a high-speed trading floor for ads. Instead of going to a website and saying, I want to buy a banner, the DSP uses real-time bidding. In the milliseconds it takes for a page to load, the DSP looks at the person visiting, checks the criteria we set, and then places the bid. At Finch, we use enterprise-grade technology like the Trade Desk and Stack Adapt. Why? Because it's wholesale inventory. On Meta or Google, you're paying massive retail markups. But on DSP, CPMs are typically 50 to 70% lower for the exact same audience. That price difference is huge, but it often leads to the question, if it's so much cheaper, does it replace your current ads? Stop comparing apples to oranges. Google is search, Meta is social, and DSP is surround sound. It's the strongest at efficient reach and reinforcing your messages customers are already seeing elsewhere. It isn't a replacement for Google or Meta. It's a way to reduce your over-reliance on one single platform. If Facebook changes its algorithm tomorrow and your leads dry up, you're dead. A DSP is your insurance policy. It establishes a stable conversion path outside the walled gardens. Of course, the only way that surround sound works is if you actually find your customers without the old school tracking methods that we used to rely on. The biggest objection I hear is, but Jake, cookies are dying. How do you target people? Listen. Cookies were always a buggy way to track people. The new way is identity-based targeting. We focus on audience, geography, and context to build in real time. By using first-party audience data, we can focus quickly on the right in-market segments without needing to follow a browser around. So whether they're on their laptop or their phone, or they're watching Hulu on their big screen TV, the DSP knows how to find your demographic based on the format and the context of what they're consuming. And when I say consuming, I'm talking about a lot more than just reading an article or looking at a static image. If you think a DSP is just annoying banner ads, you're living in 2012. Programmatic display is just the entry point. We're talking about connected TV like Hulu, where you run unskippable ads on the big screen for $20 to $40 in CPMs. We're talking online video for $8 to $15. We're talking streaming audio and native ads. These formats are optimized for reach and attention, not just clicks. This is how you own the digital environment your customer lives in. Owning the environment sounds great, but as a business owner, you need to know if the math actually checks out. So let's talk about money. Should you steal budget from Google to do this? No. You don't start with DSP. You scale with it. We recommend launching once you have a baseline of success on another channel like search or social. Within 6 months of layering in a DSP, our clients typically see a 20 to 40% reduction in customer acquisition costs. It's not magic, it's just math. You're reaching the same people in cheaper places and stabilizing your total acquisition mix. Historically, this tech was locked behind a $100,000 a month paywall. Only the big boys could play. But at Finch, we've democratized that. We let small, medium businesses enter the arena at around $5,000 monthly minimum. You get the strategy, the execution, and the enterprise-level reporting without needing an internal trading desk. The open internet is the next gold mine. So you're going to keep fighting for scraps in the walled gardens, or are you ready to scale? I'm Jake, your wizard of marketing here at Finch. It's time to go to work.